Good evening, everyone. System Chalk here with the 6th episode of the Exile Legacy. So we managed to get out of Avignon with an extra wound, which we willingly took on. Almost got a pretty tough one from the foe, which we managed to escape at the last second. And we are now arriving in Algiers. Pine Scent and, I have no idea, Bougainvillea? White Walls and Ocean Light, Sicro Winds, and the Smolder of Revolution. So this is a troubled area. This is actually, I think, the first time that we've encountered troubled. This place has seen better days. It's harder to purchase desirable things in troubled cities, and there may be other effects. Place of residence, I'm here for now, and it has a cult of the Lionsmith. If my intelligence is correct, there's a cult of the Lionsmith somewhere in this city. So one of the priorities is going to be converting years into cash, maybe even some obscurity if I can get by with it. All right, a tumble of white houses above the sunny quayside. I have an address of one of Monsieur Giorgio's people. I wasn't expecting an underworld contact. Not quite ready to spend on the underworld connection yet. I think what I should probably do is actually well, okay, no, let's reconnoiter Algiers first. A guitar purchased long ago from the house of Stradivari, shaped from softly glowing Illyrian maple and inlaid with a design of almond leaves and pomegranates. I've heard this one has been stolen from the Grafen von Gress's collection last year. It might be the last of its kind in a playable condition. So I've got a quiet warehouse that's not really going to help me with the... Yeah, so the challenge that I have is that if I burn the year, I generate a trace. So I want to see if maybe I can, if I can find a building that only requires one funds. Of course, the more I reconnoiter, the more likely I am to generate a trace. My old comrade-at-arms, Kara Kemal, is in exile in Valletta. It's been a while, but I did save his life in the Great War. So that is remote. It'll be a long, hard journey, but in my current circumstances, perhaps that should make it more attractive. Traveling to this destination is more expensive, but it will earn you an obscurity. And it also has a cult of the Colonel. If my intelligence is correct, there's a cult of the Colonel somewhere in the city. So I should prepare for the more expensive journey. For now, let's reconnoiter and hope for the best. Or I could do the false trail. Oh, well, there's the traces, so... maybe we'll burn the stolen year and get to work. The pursuers are here. I've been careful. This must be sheer ill luck. I think I might go aggressive on this one if the pursuer shows up. happy far off things. We've got heights, a high place, don't look down. Okay. Keep going for it. There's that tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone is looking for me. More traces. Cats, alright. At least I have some things to throw in the way of the Reckoner. Okay, actually the heart's helpful here, so there's plenty of space here, although not much else to recommend it. So what we'll do here is we'll take my medical credentials, we'll add the location and a year. We've at least got the guitar, so I'll need an office to run a doctor's practice, or a large but also impressive venue to run a sanatorium. A warehouse or other unattractive space won't cut it. Ah, darn it. Alright, that's unlucky. I could, however, use the underworld connection for counterfeit, so... but where do I get my forge from? Is Forge 6 in a space to begin a counterfeiting operation, seaport opportunity in space? Yeah, so... that doesn't work either. Although in theory, I could try illegal fights. Nasty, but as long as I keep some years on hand, I shouldn't suffer too much permanent damage. Any failed challenges will result in a wound, which you won't be able to heal until the operation is complete. Edge aspect cards are often useful when competing in illegal fights. I don't feel great about that, but we need to make something happen, so... Alright. Already starting on the back foot. Oh, no, hang on. It's Grail. Darn it. Yeah, neither of these are going to cut it. I think I'm going to get the crap kicked out of me. So we can start with the restlessness. Challenge illegal fights, boldness, or bribery. Match the challenge with edge, forge, knock, or lantern to increase the effectiveness. Alternatively, match it with heart, grail, moth, or winter to increase subtlety. That's surprising, actually, because it seems to indicate here that it's only the 4. So the challenge here... Actually, we do have the Grail, so I can chuck some Grail in here. Delight and its daughters. I'm addressing this challenge with Grail. It will increase subtlety. I get the 1, but I'm not expecting much after it. Trembling Heat. Wow, it really is tough to get stuff here. Although maybe this is a time for us to check against the foe. Sorry, if you can just give me a second here. I got a couple messages. Search. I've learned to listen to my instincts, and my instincts are telling me that someone's working against me. This is a delicate balancing act. theft to sabotage. Your reckoner operative. Ah, Jesus. I can't afford to lose the guitar, which is going to be the only thing that I have going for me here. So I'm going to get the official. An import license, but only valid in the city. Okay, actually it occurred to me that oh, no. Yeah, these aren't going to work either. Although, the cats offer some grail. So yeah, the import license is tempting. Use that. Friends in the right places. I'm calling in a favor. That operative's due for a nasty surprise. More illegal fights. I'll be ready. Who's next? I'll match them. It's time they'll know it. It's time that they know it. All right. The challenge with Edge, Forge, Knocker, Lantern. Yeah, so we need Edge for this one. There's no way that I was going to have enough Edge anyway, so this was the right call. Number Pursuer's been hurt, which is good. I suppose I could try throwing something a little extra in. A Reckoner operative has evidence that I'm here, but they haven't moved against me. This can only mean that they've sent for their superior. So I wonder if we'll be able to take them out, because it only takes 2 to... It says 2 will kill most Reckoners, so I wonder if we can put a stop to their pursuit doing this. I've struck and faded back into the city. 2 wounds will kill most Reckoners, 4 wounds will kill an underboss. So I'm really curious about what happens here. I finished off my Pursuer. Reckoners aren't immortal. We only buy years and sell them. If that ever needed proving, I've proved it tonight. Okay, a discreet office, so I can use this, well, if I had the cash. Maybe we sell the, yeah, I'm thinking we sell the warehouse after this is done. Reckoner corpse, proof of victory. This is going to make my foe very upset. Now would not be a bad time for me to change. Oh, right, yeah. So... I'm gonna be patient. Obviously, we're going to be pursued still, but it would be nice to at least be able to take advantage of the medical license. That could have gone better. Operation continues. More illegal fights. I'll be ready. Who's next? There is no possible way. Well, actually, with the Forge, I'm close. I've got 8. Oh, actually, Grail might have been enough. Yeah, not great. Well, I can extend the life of these things. It's also worth remembering I need the extra money for Valletta. Oh! Unexpected find in a gloomy pawn shop. Okay. Drinker's knife. So I need the 1 for the discreet office. I'm still probably going to be able to work with this, but I definitely want this knife. We also still haven't found the cult yet. Okay, let's extend the cats. Oh, follow. The Velvet, who conceals secrets, has a nameless name. In that name's mist, the defeated find solace. That name is never seen, except now and then, by the very greyest of cats. This will consume the opportunity. Alright, so as nice as it would be... That could have gone better. As nice as it would be to employ these against the foe... Oh my god, are we still fighting? Operation is complete. Ugh. So, how badly did I get beaten up? For those with eyes to see, that it could have been subtler. You achieve one subtlety, there's significant risk of a trace. Husk, guy like Curio, restlessness. It's my warehouse. Well, could have been better, could have been worse. A misty nook. An unremarkable location that's somehow easier to stumble upon at night. A nondescript candle has been jammed haphazardly into a crevice in the wall. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I think we should follow through with the Misty Nook. Okay, so if we bring the Offer of Pentiment to the nameless name. Yes, something will be forgotten properly this time. Not quite for me. I remember there's like a contact that I meet, and this is a very interesting thing, but this is pretty valuable. This is going to be how I make money, so it's a little early for me to work that. Okay, so we're going to relinquish the quiet warehouse. I'm going to start by buying the discreet office, because we need to get working on that as soon as possible. If I can do something to pursue or to keep the restlessness going, that would be ideal. Okay, so discreet office, medical credentials. Discreet office, which does have some heart, stolen ear. My treatments may not be quite as they seem, but my results are always excellent. Okay. Going to Algiers, and then we will buy the drinker's knife when I can. Okay, so we'll start with the restlessness here. We need the 4, but we should be fine. Business hours. Okay, I'm addressing this challenge with heart. It will increase the subtlety. So let's start by adding the guitar. Now ready to buy the knife. We still need the cash for the trip, but I suspect we'll be fine as long as I can sell the office. Another trace, underworld connections, which we kind of already have. I can actually add the corpse to the... great. Oh, this is a good one. Betty's Blade. One account has it that Betty is a bastardized Arabic word for mosquito, but my foe used to number Betty among the colonel's names. So, that is definitely going to help me with the next batch of fights that I do. Also, I believe this is something that can wound the foe. So, we are going to continue to reconnoiter Algiers. My reckoner, okay, going after my assets. In this case, it's better to give up the year. I am going to make change for a decade, though. Stolen life is more easily sold by the year than by the decade. I have the tools to make the necessary changes, but I must be very careful with my pen strokes. She who comes before the sun looks unkindly on sloppiness. Calling in a favor, that operative is due for a nasty surprise. Secluded villa. Okay, I don't have the cash for this, but nice to know that I have the option. It's actually kind of handy to keep these things around. I never really thought of it that way. Yeah, so I kind of feel a little crummy about the profane weapon deal here, because like Betty's blade is clearly unique, whereas this profane weapon is not listed as unique. Anyways, at last it's done. I've drawn up 10 careful drafts against the tally and burnt the decade draft. Each of my new drafts is worth 42 million human heartbeats. I fancy I can hear them trembling in the paper. So, not much for Georgiou to be doing right now. Okay, I'm addressing this challenge with Grail. It will increase subtlety. I suppose I can add the Beguiling Curio, although it won't really help all that much. They go after my assets again, so once again we need to convert with the Stolen Year, although, yeah, potentially this will kill them. Right, reckoners aren't immortal, we only buy years and sell them. If that ever needed proving, I've proved it tonight. Getting a collection of these. So 47 seconds we'll be able to see what this does to the Knife's Secret. I'm assuming it just levels it up, but... Patients come and go at my doctor's practice. Next. Okay, 12 heart or forge. We got this. All right, I'm addressing this challenge with heart. It will increase subtlety. Nice. Purchase a dangerous substance. This would be illegal if enough people knew it existed. A forge curio. I definitely want to buy that, although I am going to be getting a bit short on cash as a result. Okay, that's not a huge surprise. Although I'm short on... I'm slightly curious about this. So this is not the lore that I need. Interesting. But yeah, so it wants Pentiment or a certain type of lore. I remember nothing Peel told me. The nameless name has been known to hunt out secrets in the wake and to bring them as gifts to the velvet in the wood. Also, cats have been known to bring mice indoors as gifts for their owners, but I don't think that always meets to the same degree of approval. So in this case, we actually don't have the guitar is currently part of the operation anyway. But the biggest thing here is I don't want to wind up in a situation where the medical office is kind of my way of making money, so I don't really want to mess with that. I am, however, going to buy the dangerous substance. see, so if the Reckoner actually starts going after my possessions, that's a problem. Curios powder. Okay, so the drawback here is that this is an ingredient, so this is something that I can only use once. A pinch of this goes up like lightning-struck thermite. Now. Learn from my victory. Certain techniques can only be articulated in an enemy's blood. Patients come and go at my doctor's practice. Next! Operations complete. I'm delighted to see you looking so much better. Now we can actually make another run of this. Works are written in water. Achieve 3 subtlety. Let's see how this goes. So, and I have an obscurity to boot. Scaptodon tomb. Sometimes a Scaptodon becomes greedy, starts eating things they don't find in the earth, degenerates to something like a human shape. I learned the hard way that it's much more difficult to kill a Scaptodon that has still all of its old strength, but one fell in battle here, and the shrine honors its bones. Okay, we are going to continue to reconnoiter Algiers. I think I am, against my better judgment, going to... no. I'm going to try another run of the practice. Now, I was a little surprised to see that it's only 2 cash I get from that. I would have thought that I would get more. That's life. Pursuers, cautious or cowardly, are uncertain of their proof. They have done nothing yet. Possible sacrifice. Power honored here might accept a certain vow, but you would gain nothing from that just yet. Okay, so we'll wait for my lore. I've seen too much. A nameless gnawing fear has its teeth in my hopes. An existential horror. Connection with the radicals. Alright, this might have consequences, but I'm probably not planning to stick around. Tempting. We'll see. Did I mess up? It says I've risked so much for this pocket fortune, I may as well enjoy its benefits. I thought I would have been performing my operation at this point, or running my practice at this point. That's a real shame. Oh, Betty's lesson. Okay, so do I get to do this again? Yep. Certain techniques can only be articulated in an enemy's blood. There's that tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone's looking for me. Okay, so what comes with that? Nothing lasts. That's something to be grateful for. Fine, but can I... You're kidding me. No, there's the office. Okay. The treatments may not be quite what they seem, but my results are always excellent. Okay. We're back on track. Although we are in danger of losing some things. Pursuers, cautious or cowardly, are uncertain of their proof. They have done nothing yet. Okay, so I may actually want to start mailing some money to Valletta. But on this point, I think we're going to wrap it up here, because I'm pretty clear on what we're going to be doing. We're going to do the same thing with all of the hearts. So we'll use the guitar, the beguiling curio to take us through the practice. I'm going to need to keep my opponent at bay, so it's less clear how I'm going to do that. You know, it's nice to have these options, but it is, you know, like there's, yeah. I am gonna need to think a little bit about how I can hold off the reckoning. But I mean, again, the thing that's nice about this is that we're finally able to start turning some of these years into cash, and again, hopefully that's going to get me a certain level of comfort and so on. But again, something to deal with later. Oh, I wonder if I can relinquish the dread. Anyways, we'll worry about that later. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next one as we make our move to Valletta. Take care.